Hello, my name is Jacob Matthews. I am in second hour in Mr. Goodenough science class. My occupation is directing, and I interviewed Rhett Allen Matthews. Directing. The reason why I picked this occupation for directing is that many people who would not know me would be like, why would you want to do that? You know, the work is very hard. You have to work 24/7 all the time. You don't get a break. Now, a lot of people who wouldn't know me would be all like, yeah, moving on. We know that. We would understand. Movies are a passion for me. When I watch a movie, I don't just, sit in my chair, look around, be all spaced out and not pay attention to a movie. When I watch a movie, I pay attention to the storyline. Everything that's in the background, the characters, how they react to other characters, the visuals, the plot, everything in a movie, I pay attention to. Something that really irritates me when I go see a movie is people that keep talking in the back of the row. And, I mean, as I think about that, I think how hard, the directors have worked for this movie, the producers, writers, actors, cameramen, everything have worked for this movie. And it's sad how people do not care about what's going on at that moment. And it kind of makes me sad to witness that. But when I make a movie, I want it to be not amazing, not like big flashy stars or anything. I want it to be noticeable, but I don't want it to be huge. More like independent film. That's something to start off with. Now, another reason why I picked this is because movies, they're just my passion, I mean, I am in my movie closet right now, and there's literally tons and tons of Blu-rays around me. I'm not bragging, I am. But there's movies everywhere about different genres, comedy, drama, action, horror, all the genres that a lot of people are into. And I keep these movies and I watch them over and over and over again to realize, how this director, works. What is his camera angles? How does he react with the characters? How does it all blend together in one sweeping motion? And that's something that I'd want to do when I grow up. That's something that I want to. That's something that I would want to show other people how I react or direct. Directors' working conditions can shift often and on. Many directors direct in a way that is very painful to watch. Other directors direct in a way that is soothing, but also very dramatic and very dark. Like Martin Scorsese, who has directed many great films in his past and his future. Speaking of one of his earlier movies, Taxi Driver, starring Robert De Niro, this is one of his first films. It has a very dark plot. It has a very, dark, depressing plot that will grab you and pull you in until the movie is over. Now, this movie really does get to you at a lot of parts, but it also makes you want to keep watching. It's not a boring movie. That's something Martin Scorsese succeeds in doing. When he makes a movie, he wants you to keep watching until the movie is over, until the credits roll, And that's what I really respect about Martin Scorsese and about this whole movie here. Now, movies that are extremely hard to watch, you don't even want to watch. I don't need to say any more. Another fact, when you make a movie, you have to have lighting, you have to have picture, you have to have actors, producers, you have to have a director to make a film. You need some of these, clappy things, you need, film. Many directors have different, settings, like Peter Jackson, when he makes his films, Lord of the Rings. His films are in magical, faraway places, some of them filmed in New Zealand. Other films, like Alfred Hitchcock, Rear Window, it was filmed in one room the entire time. Something like Buried, starring Ryan Reynolds, was filmed in a coffin the entire time. 127 Hours, starring James Franco, was filmed in a crevice for the entire time. Do you get what I'm going at? Many different directors film in different settings around the world or in one single place. Speaking of different settings, let's go to a new one. Now, another fact of movies is that some films, when they make movies, they rely on the box office to gain more money than they made. Like Craig Gillespie's Fright Night, which came out recently this summer, which is a great summer flick. That movie made $18 million, but it took $30 million to make. See, some movies when they make a movie, they get less money when they make films. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes a movie can be less and less, make less and less and less, but it can make a lot more. Like The Hangover Part 2, Todd Phillips' new movie. That movie made $256 million, but only took half to make. Something like Super, which was directed by James Gunn, that only made like $2 million. It only took $2 million to make that movie. Also, an independent director, which my father is, Rhett Matthews, who was working on a documentary called Sinking Bobo. There's a description below to check that trailer out. But he is an independent director, so a lot of people around him give him money to help make his films. You know, I'm giving you a lot of examples on how settings can change. As I mentioned before, I interviewed a man named Rhett Allen Matthews, who is my father, and he is a director that has made a film recently called Sinking Bobo. Now, I asked him 2 questions on if he had any other films recently that are going to be brought up. He is working on a film right now that's called Petty Finds Foods. It is still being made in the process. I'm not giving you too much information, but it's called Petty's Fine Foods, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you the title. I'm not going to tell you anything else because I don't want to spoil it for people that know my dad and to want to wait to find out. The second question I asked my dad was, how long is he planning to keep this career? Now, he answered that he was planning to keep this career for as long as he retires, because he wants... I know how much he loves films. He loves films as much as I do. He cares for them, he respects them as much as I do, and he loves being a director. He thinks that it's so fun to be a director. He finds it very, very interesting to do. It's very interesting a lot. And I was on the set when he was filming the documentary Sinking Bobo, and the movie was a short documentary, but I remember being on set, and I remembered how fun it was, how interesting it was to look behind the camera, look into the camera, and see what it was like to be a filmmaker. And it was really my inspiration to be a filmmaker. And my dad is planning to keep being a filmmaker until, you know, he dies. And this is his passion, this is my passion. And I am wishing to do this, and my dad is wishing to do this as well. So those were the 2 questions I asked my father. Question. After all that hard work of researching, do I still want to be a director? Well, yes, I wanted to be a director. Of all these films that I've collected, this time I have earned in watching movies, all the long hours I've watched movies and movies for all of my life since I was extremely tot. You know, this is my passion. You know, this is what I want to keep. This is what I want to continue doing until my dad is through. I want to keep making. I want to make films. I hopefully want to star in films. I want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to do this for the rest of my life. When I get a chance to direct, I want to keep doing this. You know, I want to, you know, be nominated for an Oscar. I'm not trying to beg or anything. I'm just saying it would be nice, like this one right here. Actually, this is the Academy Award I won for my bar mitzvah. See? Now everyone, thank you for watching my videos, my video for what my occupation I want to be. I will leave a link below to show a trailer to Sinking Bobo, and thank you for listening to what I want to be when I grow up, and see you guys later.